of units, Doc?
Dili.
Okay,
Dili.
thank you, sir.
Welcome. So regardless of your units, it will not affect. An example, 2 units lang ng perspective, it doesn't affect. What affects or what is included what are included are your performances, attendance, activities, quizzes, and the major exam. Now, in other courses, the computation of your grades may vary depending on the teacher, but the basic computation should be 10% attendance, 10% class standing, 40% quizzes, and 40% major. Now, what I'm saying is the activities, the grades or scores in your activities, it will now be the discretion of the teacher on how he or she is going to distribute or compute your grades based on your activities, because you have activities in the laboratory, you have your class standing in the laboratory, you have your graded recitation, and etc. Now, as you have noticed, I only give bonus for those who participates, but it's not really it doesn't represent in the grading computation ang inyong recitation. However, if I schedule for a graded recitation, that becomes now part of your class standing. Now, bonus meaning to say, if you always participate in the computation of grades, especially in the finals, no, mubalik man ko, is the student regularly participates or regularly attends the class, it will really affect your grade. Kung sige mo absent, ma-affect ang inyong grado. How does it affect? For instance, the grade is 3.2, and that 3.2 is a failing grade. I'm going to go back to the prelim performances and I look into the participation in class, attendance in class, and is, especially in the computation for the semestral grade. I just want to make that very clear to you so that you will not be surprised, or you can at least estimate your grade, especially those who really would want to have high grades or maintaining your scholarship, or even if you're not maintaining a scholarship, if you are conscious of your grades, then in the course or in the subject. Questions?
Nandok, thank you po.
Okay. So, klaro na. Kabalo na mo at least sa inyong grado. Okay. Now, if there are some slight differences because I am computing using the Excel, then kung gamay ra kaayo, ayaw na mo reklamo ha, basta lang dili kaayo layo nga nahagbong gyud mo, then that would be fine. But I am informing you that there is no rounding of grades, or rounding of scores rather, in the prelim, midterm, semifinals, and finals. The rounding will be done in the semestral grade. Kaya kung i-round na ko, magkaan naman nagkataas. Magkaan naman o kataas kung i-round na ko. And that would be unfair. So, diri na nako i-round off sa semestral grade. I hope that is very clear to you. Okay? Okay, so shall we proceed now to the topics that I have scheduled to discuss with you this morning. Very important for us pharmacists to know is the Code of Ethics for Pharmacists. The preamble, I will read, and you read silently with me. The pharmacists are health professionals who help individuals protect themselves against diseases, maintain good health, and make the best use of their medications. The pharmacists promote rational use of drugs and ensure the provision of safe, effective, and quality drugs for improved patient care and quality of life. This code, prepared and supported by pharmacists, is intended to state publicly the principles that form the fundamental basis of their roles and responsibilities, which are based on moral obligations and virtues to guide pharmacists in their relationship with patients, health professionals, and society. So it is emphasized here, promote rational use of drugs and ensure the provision of safe, effective, and quality drugs to improve patient care and quality of life. Now, when we talk about rational use of drug, this is majority, this talks this would emphasize on how the drugs are being administered properly, no? Uh, and to ensure the provision of safe, this is also the scope of pharmacy profession in which in the manufacture of drugs, the pharmacists are already concerned on the safe, dose, effective, and quality drugs. And it is still focused on the patient and it or his quality of life. Okay, so i-implant jud na sa inyuhang mga utok, inyuhang brain on about medication, about drugs because we are noted as medication expert. With medication expert, rational use of drugs really is important. Okay, pharmacist places the well-being of the patient at the center of the professional practice. A pharmacist promotes the welfare of each individual in a caring and compassionate manner. Oh, by the way, I will not just be reading this, but while I read this, you associate what I have read to what we have discussed regarding patient care, regarding pharmacist being medication expert. Okay? So, dili lang ni basahon, i-associate ni sa role of pharmacist and responsibilities of pharmacist. Number 3, a pharmacist serves the needs of the individual, community, and society and provides health for all. Number 4, a pharmacist respects the right of patients and upholds confidentiality of patients' record. Number 5, pharmacist acts with honesty, integrity, and professionalism in relation with the patients and other health professionals. Number 6, a pharmacist respects the abilities, values, and contributions of colleagues and other health professionals and work with them closely to ensure better patient care. 7, a pharmacist is committed to continuously enhance professional competence. Number 8, a pharmacist in coordination with the government and other health professionals helps in the formulation and implementation of healthcare policies, standards, and programs designed for the benefit of the society. Okay, let's go back. A pharmacist promotes the welfare of each individual in caring and compassionate manner. How can this be done? How can a pharmacist promote the welfare of each individual in a caring and compassionate manner? Anyone? Yes, Mr. Reyes?
And Doc, a pharmacist can create compassion in their patient through building a relationship, Doc. Because as pharmacist, you should provide compassion sa patient that will give them as that will serve as a motivations for helping the patients in achieving the health outcomes that they are experiencing, Doc. That's
Oh,
it.
okay, very good. So how can the relationship show compassion? How can this relationship, building relationship, show compassion? Sao pa ni pagpakita sa compassion if you have good relationship? Now, you say that the relationship is an indicator. Murag inana ang dating, no? That the relationship or building relationship is an indicator na you show compassion, caring to the patient. In what way? Ngano kaha nga makahatag manig compassion? Ay makahatag mani og yeah, care and compassion
And
ang
for,
relationship.
for me, Doc, as kana human being, Doc, we have kanang inborn sympathy gani, Doc, and
Mm,
connection between sa usa ka tawo, especially when in times nga in need sila. That's why we can murag automatic na siyang maka-build ta unsa na to pag-connect sa ila, and that's
mm.
automatic na siya, Doc. For me, that's
Yes.
what I have
Yes.
experienced.
Yes, very good. That's very good insight, Mr. Reyes. Yes, I can see your hand, Ray, Sabio.
Yes, Doc. So in connection to what has Mr. Reyes have shared, Doc, that
Mm,
there is a the strong relationship between the patient and the pharmacist can build a wait will you can build a professional practice between the two of them, Doc, by communicating. So as we have discussed on the previous term, Doc, a pharmacist is a good communicator. So by that means, Doc, we are able to communicate to our patients with no intimidation. As we have discussed, Doc, natay mga verbal and non-verbal nga communication to them. We listen to them. We adhere to what they are feeling, and then we are able um to kanang to show compassion, Doc, and sympathy to what they are really trying to imply about their kanang conditions bitaw, Doc. And by that, Doc, we are able to grasp kanang unsa ilang pasabot, then we are able to kanang give them the administration sa drug nga dapat sa ilaha nga mahatag.
yes, very well. Very well said. Kung baga, no, that's very common comment. Tinoo, that's very true because as culture sa mga Pinoy, when you communicate, you usually show a relationship or you can build a relationship when you communicate. And through communication, you are able to what? Show your compassion and care sa inyong patient through communication and you, yes, again, building a relationship, and that is very good. Okay, so let's
Mark,
move on. Thank
Lily,
you for
ano
your
na,
insights,
nakigalaw na
Mr.
sila,
Reyes and
i-represent
Mr.
ng 1D,
Sabio.
laban na.
I hope I can hear from the rest of you. The third one, pharmacy serves the needs of the individual, community, and society and provides health for all. A pharmacy serves the needs. Any comment or any insights for this? The pharmacist needs serves the needs of the individual. community, society, and provides help for all. Can I listen from the others? Kung walay mo raise, I will be asking from the rest. Another hands, please. Sayon ra to siya kayo expand and give your insights and give your opinions as per experience or observation. Ah, wala na mo raise? Wendell, James, can I hear from you? Yes, Wendell?
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
That was the third one, Doc, right? It's the a pharmacist serves the needs of the individual, community, and society, and provides health for all. Am I
Okay.
right, Doc?
Yes.
Okay.
Akong gi-share sa screen.
All right. I think it is only natural for us pharmacists to be really health workers that embodies patient care and the need and the passion to care for others, to be people with others, Doc. And yeah, as pharmacists, we know, and it is not new to us that as pharmacists, we should really get to care for not only ourselves, although we start with ourselves and then we care for uh, others, individual community, and to our society, Doc.
Yes, very good. Can you identify what specific need can the pharmacist provide? Anyone? Dili na si Mr. Wendell. Lain na pod. Oh, murag tulo ra taga istorya diri si Reyes, si Sabio, si Wendell. What about the rest? Um, can I hear from Black C, Black B, Black D, Black C, Divina Gracia? Are you here?
Yes, Doc.
Yes. What can you identify the needs that the pharmacist can provide to the community, to the society, to the patient?
Um, Pharmacists can provide accurate medications, Doc, to the patient because, as we all know, pharmacists are well educated in this field. They are the ones who are professionally trained to be the one who will kanang hatag og information, accurate information, and education about medicines to help people who have health or drug problems, Doc.
Okay. So medication, information, counseling. That's very important. That's the very important need that you can provide to the pharmacist: information, proper medication, and the counseling. Yes, Ray, do you want to add?
Yes, Doc. So,
Yes?
with regards of what Miss Divina Gracia has said, Doc, we
Mm.
also pharmacists are capable of um, providing the medicine for the patients by compounding it first in the first place. So we are entitled of making the medicines to the patient, and also doc, after compounding it, we are also able to have some consultation with the patients, and then that's the time. By the time that we have already successfully um, communicated with our patients, then we can administer the right drug for them.
Yes. By compounding, meaning to say you prepare the drugs in the pharmacy as prescribed by the doctor on, and you can also what provide, because we are the first point of contact. Do you still remember that we are the first point of
Yes,
contact?
doc.
Contact. So we can provide, dispense non-prescription drugs. Diba? So that those are some services pharmaceutical services that we, the pharmacists, can provide to the patient. Okay, are you learning more? Murag, ready naman mo
Yes,
mag-pharmacist
Doc.
ba? Murag, ready naman mag-pharmacist mo. Number 4, a pharmacist respects the rights of patient and upholds confidentiality of patients' records. Okay? Respects the rights of patients and upholds confidentiality of patients' record. Anyone who can give his or her opinion on this respects the rights, no? And upholds the confidentiality. Oh, si Mr. Reyes paghihapon. Let me ask Dagupan. Dagupan, what block are you, Miss Dagupan?
Black Sea po.
Okay. Yes, go ahead, Miss Dagupan.
Yes, Doc. As a pharmacist, we need to respect the um con- the privacy of the patient, Doc. We
What
need
does that
not to share example their history or yung mga sakit nila before. We need not to share it to others, and we need to keep it confidential because the patient trusts us with their information, Doc.
Okay. Now that's very important also to keep confidentiality. Good. Confident ba? Or confidential? In other words, you are correct, Ms. Dabupan, because there are some patients, specifically those patients who are under medication sa mga STDs, sexually transmitted diseases. This should not be discussed in public. This should be discussed kanang with kanang confidential gyud ni siya kaayo na topic. And you don't have to tell others nga kana dai siya nga patient na dai siya STD. Then that would also kanang prevent the patient in coming back to your pharmacy if you don't respect his kanang privacy, no? Okay. Then next, number 5, the pharmacist acts with honesty, integrity, and professionalism in relationship with the patients and other health professionals. What example can you give, no, on this? Honesty, integrity, professionalism in relationship with the patient and other professionals. Let me hear from Tinio Blacksea. Are you here, Miss Tenyo Blacksea? Wala, you're not here, Miss Tenyo. Let me see the chat box. Ah, Miss Tenyo, wala ka karon, you're absent. From Villamor Alexis.
Yes, Doc. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
And Val,
Let me
let's go,
flash
Mark
that again. The pharmacist
and
acts with
Valley.
honesty, integrity, professionalism in relationship with the patients and other health professionals.
So, as a pharmacist, to avoid discriminatory practices, a pharmacist should have like a behavior of work condition that impair professional judgment and action that compromise dedication to the best interest of this patient.
What
So,
do you, yes, go
to,
ahead.
main, to maintain like professional competence, doc, with honesty.
How do you express honesty and integrity in
Um,
relation to your patients and other health professionals?
to kanang masaligan kanila
masaligan ka. Meaning to say the informations that you give to your patients are really legitimate without any hidden agenda or any other intention nga namang kuy uban na hatag jud ka og mga informations because you have the hidden agenda na aron mahalinan ka, aron inana ba no? But what you give is an honest information and really integrous to what you are talking and what is the use of the drug. So meaning to say, integrous yun na siya, dili lang kay gisulti nimo unya dili ay mao ang nagakahitabo.
Yes, Doc.
Okay. And with that, uh, a relationship really could build stronger when you are honest, integrous, and professional. Not only to the patient, but also to other health professionals. Now, remember, our relationships are uh, built among the health profession members of the healthcare team, no, dili lang kay pharmacists, dili lang kay patients, but also to our colleagues, to the doctors, to the nurses and other members of the healthcare team. Yes, na ato'y nag-raise og hand. Yes, Mr. Reyes.
Mm. For me, doc, as pharmacist, you need to be truthful, doc, in giving proper dosage, doc, because as what I have read before, doc, there are mga pharmacy, doc, na nag-dispense sila og mga drugs that are not really kanang treatment or para sa kanang medication, only nga bag-o gali nga gawas nila nga tambal, doc, murag ila pagi-promote, doc, ba ila gi justified. That's why as pharmacist you need to be truthful gyud sa pag-dispense og mga drugs because you are dealing with kanang life mang gyud, doc, kinabuhi, and something nga grabe gyud ka precious, doc, na dili pwede gara-garaan lang. That's it, doc.
Yes, that's it. Kay as I have said nga wala kay hidden agenda in counseling to the patient. Kay mag-counsel ka, mag-promote ka because of whatever your agenda is or the pharmacist agenda. Kay especially this when we are in the front line and you are dealing with patients, especially those patients who are asking for your opinions or asking for your advice because we are the first point of contact, then this is where your honesty and integrity in counseling and giving medications to your patient. No? Okay, yes, Ray?
Oh, so yes, Doc, in connection to that also, Doc, so
Mm.
um, it all boils down, Doc, to our value as a pharmacist that we are a researcher also, Doc. So it has been stipulated in the seven-star pharmacist, doc, that as pharmacists we are also a researcher, which we use evidences to rationalize the use of medication of the healthcare system, doc. So we are able to have the knowledge and goal of optimizing the patient care outcomes to for us to increase the accessibility of the unbiased health and medical related information, doc. So by that, doc, we are able to rationalize things. Then we are able to deliver correct advice to the patient on what really drug we are using, doc, by um, basing through the evidences that we have researched.
Yes, that's very true. And with the researches and you are wide reader, that can also add confidence in your counseling. So kung researcher ka or reader ka, you will be more confident and more integrous in what you're saying and what you are giving and advising to the patient. Okay, let's move on. Thank you for that. Let's move on. We have a very healthy discussion this morning. Next, number 6, a pharmacist respects the abilities, values, and contributions of colleagues. This is very important. And other health professionals and work with them closely to ensure better patient care. I would like to emphasize on the respect the abilities, values, and contributions of colleagues. When we talk about colleagues, values, abilities, values of colleagues, meaning our co-pharmacist, we have to respect the abilities. Can you picture that out? Or what opinions or what comments can you give on the respect, on the abilities sa inyong colleagues? Yes, Ignacio. Fresh na, Ignacio.
Good morning, Doc.
Good morning.
For instance, Doc, I am a pharmacist na tapos. As a pharmacist, I acknowledge my colleagues and other health professionals that we have different beliefs and values that we apply to the care of the patient. So sometimes we ask for the consultation of other colleagues or other professionals or refers the patient, Doc.
Yes, we consult other professionals. And if ever there are values or contributions of your colleagues that is not acceptable to you, you don't judge. Diba? Kaya lahi-lahi tag abilities.
Yes, Doc.
Okay. So you don't judge, and maybe you can say something in a nice way that it won't degrade, or that still maintains the respect between you and your colleagues, because as you have said, lahi-lahi tag beliefs, lahi-lahi ta og experiences, lahi-lahi pud ta og mga opinions. However, if you are a good reader, attend seminars, you can be more confident, and you can better respect the values, abilities of your colleagues. Labi na to, this is not uncommon. This is common kay labi na tong mga pharmacists that are not updated with the new informations. Let's say for instance, niadto ginabuhat na karon dili na. So dili na di any pwede maglalis na dayon. So if you are able to give the opinion or give the information that was or presented during the seminar, and that maybe could give correction maybe or acceptance maybe nga bag-o na pud di ay karon ang way of, let's say, whatever practices that the pharmacist before dili na daay na gina-practice karon. Example lang, dili na daay na gina-practice karon based on what you have uh, learned from the seminars or webinars. No? Example, in the maintenance of the temperature sa botika, niadto pwede ra ang botika nga walay thermometer. Karon naa jud dapat thermometer to maintain the temperature inside the botika, because that the storage of the drug is will be at stake if the temperature is not suitable to the drugs that are in your pharmacy. So kung kaniadto, pwede raman walay temperature, walay thermometer. Karon dili na, gi-required na siya. Then katong pharmacist nga wala kay balo, mao di ay na. So ikaw pod nga wala ka kahibalo, so you have to accept the new information. And these are some of the examples on the different practices na you also have to respect. And in the counseling also, by attending seminars and webinars, there are also some improvements in the counseling. So kung old style pa ang isa, then you can tell her in a nice way na this is the new way of giving information or counseling to the patient in a respectful and constructive manner. Unya, dili na dayon nato ipanabi. Si kuan ba wala no. No, it's not good to do that. Same thing with other professionals, dili lang kay colleagues. But we are talking here on colleagues. So very important yun to respect your colleagues. Okay, some more? Napailain mo comment? Yes, Balindong.
Yes, Doc, good morning. I would like
Good
to
morning.
add, Doc, uh, we as a pharmacist, we should have the value of being transparent and also to open our knowledge, knowing, accepting new informations about medicines. So because we medical experts, we have the one goal to ensure and our responsibility to deliver effective, safe, and quality medicines and services to achieve optimal health outcomes, Doc.
Okay, very good. So still with that, the respect and values and contributions of other colleagues must be uh, respected also, no? Okay, so let's move on to the next. We still have 10 minutes more. One more topic. Eh, Okay, a pharmacist is committed to continuously enhance professional competence. So this is connected to lifelong learning. Okay, let's skip that. That's very understandable. Number 8, a pharmacist in coordination with the government and other health professionals helps in the formulation and implementation of healthcare policies, standards, and programs designed for the benefit of the society. Now, this is unsa ni kanabang identified, very much identified in during this pandemic. No, there are government and implementation for healthcare policies. So, who can give any opinions on this? Kubalikon. The pharmacist, in coordination with the government and other health professionals, helps in the formulation and implementation of healthcare policies, standards, and programs designed for the benefit of the society. So this time, formulation and implementation of healthcare policies. Yes, Mr. Reyes?
So, Doc, ang pharmacists and other health professionals coordinate with the government, Doc, because ang ang mga health workers murang sila ang mag-provide sa mga design sa mga medication wherein ang government nakikoordinate sila in order para mas strong ang implementation and ang tao and ang mga people sa society, Doc, murag i-stick to bitaw nila because ang health workers is dili nga naka-power nga mag-implement sa community, Doc, because ang government man jud ang mag-provide sa mga policies and other design programs, Doc, para ma-overcome ng ilang mga problems ng ilagi koan na sakit. That's it.
Yes, that's you are correct. Now, can you cite an example of the this implementation coordination of pharmacists in the implementation of formulation and implementation of policies karong pandemic? Klaro kaayo ni, di ba?
Yes,
Yes, Doc.
Yeah. Can you cite an example? Yes, Ray?
yes, Doc. As what you have mentioned, Doc, the this pandemic, Doc, this pandemic brings a very good is a good example of what we are discussing right now.
Mm.
So the COVID-19 response, Doc, we really need um, strong implementation with regards to this matter. So the pharmacist or the health related professionals together with the government will work together in order to combat this virus, Doc. So by having some meetings discussing what vaccines should be um, administered to those patients or to the people in the community on what specific kanang mga especially the adverse effects, the side effects of the vaccines being ginaturok sa ato adok. I-discuss po na sa government and the health professionals. So by that, Doc, we are able to, together with the together with the government, Doc, we are able to have a sound conclusion that unsa gid dapat ang ato ang process, unsa ato ang buhaton with regard sa vaccination. Kana man gid ang pinaka-highlight karon ang vaccination. So ana doc, so naanay idea ang government from the health team, and then naapoy makakuha pod og kanang benefit ang health team sa atong government doc by implementing what they have kanang studied or ilang gusto ipa-implement for the society.
Yes, you are right. Now, that's why the pharmacists are also busy researching or busy doing the research on what policy should be implemented in relation to the kaning mga lain-lain nga mga informations and drugs that kani maayo ni siya dili na pwede magpa-vaccine and maayo ni siya nga maka-prevent, and the pharmacists really are doing their best, no, best in doing research para makahatag give og right information to the public. Kay confused baya ang public whether or not magpa-vaccine or dili, or mag self-medicate, or uh, whatever precautions or whatever uh, safety say whatever safety things that they can do, no, para lang dili sila mag-vaccine or magpa-vaccine sila. Okay. Yes, Julia? They're the last one. It's almost time. Yes?
Yes, Doc. We often heard news about illegal transportation of medicines, Doc, that are dili siya safe, and siya kanang hindi siya pwede jud na i-distribute sa mga people. So we should really work with government because they are also responsible of inspecting mga medicines that are safe and effective, doc, and are um they are proven na to be safe than doc.
Yes. Say in giving information about the transportation of drugs. That's the very major role of the pharmacist. Yes, you were raising your hand, Belly.
Hello, Doc.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I want to add something. So
Yes.
as a healthcare worker, we have different scope of knowledge. As a medical field, we have different we have variety of roles and responsibilities, doc, such as medical technologies. As pharmacists, we have like a broad knowledge. So in this midst of pandemic, doc, the government and the healthcare workers should work together, since the government um, controls the citizens, and as we control the health of the citizens, we provide the knowledge and information that the government cannot provide. Since we are healthcare workers, we know what's best for the citizens, especially on this kind of crisis, doc. We implement and make rules and provide everything that they should know, and like the rules that they should follow. So like therefore, doc, that without us healthcare workers, we won't be able to achieve these these um like wait lang daw. We can't achieve a better disciplined society, doc. So that's why we are important, that we healthcare workers should be present in this time, doc, because we have the knowledge that the government doesn't have. That's actually it, doc.
Yes. Yeah, you are right there. No, we are really part in the implementation and policy making. So we have to coordinate with the government, and the best contributions that we can give is on pertaining to drugs, on pertaining in the transportation, as what Miss Incabo said, and then how this, what informations can we give in terms of results sa ilahang research which the pharmacists are doing. And with those informations kay murag when this pandemic came, nga man tang tanan, so everybody, all members of the healthcare team nagtrabaho gid sila and do their contributions in the implementation and policies that the government will impose to the public for the safety of the public. So na-recognize good ang pharmacist as member of the healthcare team, and naka-contribute good ang pharmacist in for the safety of the society in terms of this during this pandemic, no? Now imagine ang pharmacist, kana makakontribute sila og information through their research, diba? And then they can also protect, kay they can also protect through information gyud gihapon, because they are the first point. Ya, maadto man dayon ang mga pasyente dito sa pharmacies, sa drugstores. So we can really give the information that has been imposed or implemented by the government. So thank you so much this morning. We really have a very productive discussion, and informations are gathered. I have taken down notes on on the inputs that you have contributed, and thank you so much for your participation. So I hope this kind of discussion will go on with to the next topics that we are going to have in this perspectives in pharmacy, because the next topic very very informative and important also, because we will deal on the roles of the pharmacist in different areas. Okay, so let me now stop presenting. So anything that you would want to say or contribute? Yes, Ray?
This is out of the topic, Doc, but I
Yeah.
would like to ask Doc if we will have a synchronous class on Friday or asynchronous only.
Why? Why do you ask? Why?
Hey, maybe Doc, I have some errands to do, and usually Doc, we are having asynchronous classes.
No, we cannot have asynchronous because I'm going to discuss with you the different roles.
Okay, Doc, noted on that.
I-manage ilang imuhang time. Anyway, 1 hour lang man na. Are you going to do errands for the whole day?
No, Doc, maybe after our class na lang po.
Okay, oo. I-manage lang imuhang time kasi roles ang atong istoryahan. We seldom do asynchronous, panagsara kahit na mag-asynchronous, di ba? Kay discussion yun ang akong, what I want in this class is you are active in participation. So cultivate yun na nako. No? So as you have noticed, panagsara kahit na mag-asynchronous. Yes? So i-manage lang imuhang time, Ray.
Yes po, Doc. Thank you po.
Okay, welcome. Any more? Yeah, so that ends our class this morning. I'll see you on Friday to discuss the different roles of pharmacists in different areas. Okay? See you. You may now leave.
Goodbye,
Thank you,
Doc.
Doc.
Bye.
Bye, Doc. Bye, Doc.
Thank you, Doc. Bye, Doc.
Thank you, Doc.
Bye, Doc.
Bye, Doc. Thank you for the time, Doc.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Doc.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye,
Doc.
Doc. Thank you, Doc.
Bye, Doc.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.